And then, you know, there's nothing good, there's nothing bad, there's nothing right, nothing wrong to be done in this game. But it's your story. Hello, my name is Guillaume de Fondaumière. I'm Quantic Dream's co-CEO and the executive producer of Detroit Become Human. The character touches my emotional fiber. This journey for love is, I think, very, very interesting. On the other hand, you know, with Marcus, we're touching upon a topic that's also extremely interesting. You know, how far will you go to be free, and how much can you fight for your beliefs? And Connor, it's an interesting character. It's about loyalty, you know, when you're trained, programmed, educated to do certain things. What if at one moment something happens to you and you're shattered in your beliefs? What do you do? What is interesting about the game is I don't have to choose. I can play all three characters. I have to play all three characters. And so, you know, see this story from these very different perspectives. Not only because there are three different models, but also because, you know, we're touching upon very different problematics. It's been a huge challenge to create this game, particularly on David, because, you know, you have to imagine there is one writer who's writing the story and whose craft is going to feed the entire studio. Of course, we've been influenced by the initial Blade Runner. It's always been an interesting topic. I guess it's because humanity knows that this evolution or revolution is coming. We sense it. Maybe a lot of the technology that we've developed in the past 100, 120 years is going to culminate. We're probably going to start creating machines at our image, and we're sensing that they will have maybe the possibility of becoming as intelligent, if not more intelligent than us. What interested us most is that it's a topic where a lot of choices involved. And when you're confronted with the stories, it gives you the possibility to make critical decisions for yourself, but with also impact on society and maybe humanity at large. So it was a perfect context to a certain degree to create an interactive drama. Creating this game, we've gone through a lot of emotions. The excitement of starting a new project, the fear, the sheer fear not being able to accomplish it. That always happens in a project, in a project that massive. We had a number of moments where we thought, oh my God, why are we doing this? Why did we decide to create so many branches and to push PlayStation 4 to its outer limits in certain areas, graphics, etc., etc. Right now, I'm excited for the release and for players to finally get their hands on it, because that's ultimately what we are about. We're about creating experiences that players will take in their hands. So today, Connor, Marcus, and Kara are no longer our characters. They're going to become players' characters. And all the more, your decisions are going to make the story. It's a mixture of between relief and pride. Relief to have accomplished it, and very proud because we've set up, at the start of this journey, we set it with very high ambitions, and I think we're delivering here with Detroit on a very strong promise we made to ourselves to create not only our most ambitious but also our most branching story. Exploration is a very important component in our games. Not only when you play as Connor and you need to investigate, find clues, which to a certain degree implies that you need to be curious, but with all three characters, in fact. I think there's a lot to explore. We've put a lot of small scenarios here and there. When you are with Marcus, for instance, and you go to the city of Detroit, you have the possibility to take your GPS and go in a straight line. But you also have the possibility to go, you know, left and right and explore, and then you're going to meet other characters, you're going to see certain things. And this is why it's difficult also to answer the question, how long does it take to finish the game? We've really seen in user tests that certain players can be finished in one playthrough in 10 to 12 hours, others in 20 hours. There are more than 300 characters in this game that you're going to interact with. Some will become your friends, some will become your foes, some will accompany you through your journey from the start to the beginning, others will simply not survive or take another path on their own. So it makes for a very huge array of possibilities for the player. And I think that's what makes this experience so unique. Detroit is certainly our most ambitious game, not only from a technological, graphical, animation standpoint and everything, but also because we wanted to touch upon certain themes, certain topics that are socially relevant for each of us. And of course that comes with a challenge, because you need to go about these themes with the right sensitivity. You need to be mindful of feelings of the people. But on the other hand, I think it's here again something very interesting, because you put players in front of very emotional contexts and you ask themselves questions. We're not coming with a message to humanity. Our purpose as creators is to ask questions and give players the possibility to answer these questions, to put their own values in weight, and to motivate these choices. Sometimes you're confronted with, you talked about domestic abuse, it's a very good example, I hope most players are going to fight against it, of course. But in other instances, there are questions that are not white or black, and it's not about making a choice that everyone would do. So there's going to be a lot of hesitation, I think. We're trying to create an emotional reaction from players. We try to do it with sensibility, with feelings, and always within a meaningful story. I invite players to play the game and to confront themselves with these questions. There's nothing good, there's nothing bad, there's nothing right, nothing wrong to be done in this game. But it's your story.